All right, class, we are on to lesson 13 of Unit 6. Okay, so our task for this activity is to determine if the equation is true. Okay, so it's important to understand that when we talk about is it true, we are talking about whether or not the things on each side of the equal sign are the same, are equal to each other. All right, so if they are equal, then it is true. And if they are not equal, then it is not true. So let's look at these here. We have 2 to the 4th power. Okay, well, 2 to the 4th power, we should know that that is going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There should be 4 2's there. That power of 4 means that there are 4 of the number 2 here. And if we work this out, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. This is 16. You might remember that from before. And then so on the other side we have 2 times 4. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. Well, that's not equal. So we would have to answer this as being false. This is not a true equation. All right, for number 2, we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. Okay, so you may think, oh, it's true. It would only be true if these were multiplying. Okay, if these were multiplying, then they would be equal. But because they're adding, we would actually write this as being 3 times 5. Or 5 times 3 would be 15. And if you were to add these up, you get 15, right? Whereas 3 to the 5th power is going to give you a really big number, a lot bigger than 15. So these are not equal. So we would have to say, again, that it is false. All right, for number 3, 5 to the 3rd power. Well, this kind of gets back to what I was saying before, right? These are multiplying. 5 times 5 times 5, and there are 3 5s. So this is true. It is absolutely true. All right, and then for number 4, 2 to the 3rd power equals 3 to the 2nd power. Okay, well, 2 to the 3rd power equals 2 times 2 times 2. And that's going to equal, let's see, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Okay, so that's 8. So then the other one was 3 to the 2nd power, which is 3 times 3. That equals 9. No, they are not equal. Yeah, they're close, but they're not equal, and so it's a false statement. We have to say that this is false. All right, for number 5, we have 16 to the 1st power. That's 16. And then we have 8 to the 2nd power. 8 to the 2nd power is 8 times, it is not times 2, it is times 8. And so it is not 8 plus 8, it is 8 times 8. This is 64, which is definitely not the same thing as 16. This is false. It is not a true equation. All right, number 6, 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 1/2s. They are multiplying. Okay, so if they were adding, then this would be equal. Then you could do 4 times 1/2. But because they are multiplying, we would need to represent this as an exponent. Okay, this would be 1/2 to the power of 4. And it's very important that you understand that this is not the same as this. Okay, this is going to give you 1/16. Okay, and this is going to give you 2. All right, so very different. All right, so when we look at number 7, we have 1/2 to the power of 4. This, right, we have this, equals 1/8. Well, I kind of just gave it away, right? 1/2 to the 4th power is 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. It is this. 1/2 to the power of 4 would give you this, and this gives you 1 to the power of 16, not 1 to the power of 8. So this would be false. And then for the last one, we have 8 to the 2nd power equals 4 to the 3rd power. Let's go ahead and see what this would mean here. 8 to the 2nd power means 8 times 8, and that's 64. 4 to the 3rd power means 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4, that's 16. And then 16 times 4, well, if you're not sure, let's work that out. Let's show you how to do 16 times 4 and see what we get. 16 times 4. 4 times 6, that's 24. So the 2 goes up here. And then 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 64. Oh, so how about that? They are equal, right? So we can take this and we can say that it is true. All right.